Well,
Oh, oops. Had technical difficulties. Here we go. We are live on YouTube only from North Carolina. Where are you? North Carolina and Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, where it was a beautiful 18 degrees today.
Sounds frigid.
You probably, I had shorts and a t-shirt on. You probably would have been wearing your parka and your toque.
It was about 83 degrees here.
Beanie, as you people call them.
A beanie or toboggan.
Oh, Purple Haze is here and the Raymond Sherrod. Nicole is driving and he's watching the Coffee Talk. Hello, Nicole Sherrod.
Drive safely.
I said that.
OSP Jizzle. Man, I think everybody showed up today because they each have a story about them.
It's true. We have a story for Raymond. We have a story for Purpley Haze. We got a story for the SPG. So, did you have a good week?
I had a good week.
Except for production meetings. I never talked to you. Although you came into my stream, and I just found out that I was not on the loudspeaker. So when I was, talking to the crowd, that was not going through the loudspeaker.
High school soccer has a mercy rule of 9 goals.
Oh, really?
And, we were done early because the girls won 9-0. So,
oh dear.
Yeah. So they play 40-minute halves, and the game was called about 58 minutes in. So just after halftime. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's
steals jokes.
Stealing joke story.
He's a joke stealer.
It's it's always tough when that happens because a lot of the girls on the other teams too from over the years. But at the same time, it's good because my daughter's team is back-to-back conference champions, and so they could make it a three-peat this year, which would be kind of unprecedented for our area. So it's good stuff, man. So busy. Work's busy, still trying to finish this bathroom, and I'm trying to find my son a truck because he turns 16 on Thursday. So trying to get him some wheels so that I don't have to take him around everywhere anymore.
My kids are 21 and almost 23 and don't even have a license.
No,
but we also don't go anywhere because we're losers. So the pandemic was perfect for us because then we didn't have to go.
Hey, I love the pandemic too, and I am somebody that goes everywhere. I just always wanted to drive. I was talking to my son about it the other day. Like any time I could ever get my hands on the wheel of something that I could drive, whether it be the tractor, whether it be a go-kart, just whatever it was, I always wanted to do it. And so I'll never forget my parents let me. I mean, I sat in their lap, but they let me actually drive like the car home through the neighborhood when I was 10 years old, and from then on, it was just like this thing I wanted to do, and did very well my driving test, and I've just been a driver ever since. I mean, we drive everywhere. I've driven to Florida. I've driven to Canada.
Department of Transportation, and that was the Lowe's. They live in Virginia. Is that is that who I have to report? Because I'm all about the laws, and I will quickly report your ass.
It doesn't count when it's on your property, though.
Does it know?
Not here.
Does it really?
Not here.
My mom taught me to drive my dad's truck. Then I stole it.
I could see SPG just barely over the steering wheel.
Little brother operating the pedals, him driving, him operating the pedals, him driving. Yeah. I could see that. Yeah. I could see that. Nicole still drives. Nicole still drives Ray around, so I don't think Ray was stealing any cars.
I just love to drive, man. My daughter's car lost the engine. We had somebody here working on something else, and they screwed it up and blew the engine. So they're going to be replacing that for us. A good person. But right now she's down a car, and again, talking to my son about all this stuff. Like, I love to drive them. I don't like to work on them. And I'm somebody that's worked with my hands most of my life, right? I hate working on cars. It's too much. So For people that know how to work on engines, bless you, because you can really like get into those little minute things, and I can't. My attention.
So SPG is 40 what? And this was and he was 14. So this was what, 30 some odd years ago. So I could search for William
Holy
Scott
crap,
Piper.
high-speed chase?
William Scott Piper in Michigan, and I might find a story.
Michigan?
Your children are better than I was, right?
My kids are pretty good. They don't do a lot of stuff that they shouldn't do. Because they know that they're gonna have to get a dad talk from me. A dad talk from me is worse than being beaten. Believe me. Okay, if my kids were here right now, they would say, "Oh my God, please, not another dad talk." I can't help it.
They should be beaten.
Trying to make them better than me, Jeff. You know what I mean? And let's be honest, they got a long way to go.
That's pretty low bar. It's a pretty low bar.
I'm going here. You're going here.
It's down here. Hang on. Can I? How does my camera? I got to tilt my camera down. So.
What a jerk. How have you been? What was your week like other than your streaming ventures?
I didn't do anything. Anything exciting. It was nice out today, so did some stuff out in the yard. Finally took down some of the Christmas lights. Not all the Christmas lights, but some of the Christmas lights.
Nice.
Had to move.
We just had damn Easter, Jeff. Okay, whatever.
But I didn't take them all down. But I didn't take them all down. The lights are still on the railing.
Do you light them?
What? Yeah.
You still turn them on?
Yeah, they're automatic. They come on automatically. I'll send you a picture. Actually, when we're done here. Well, actually, no.
But you're going to tell me you leave them up year round, but you don't light them, so that when it comes time, you can just plug them back in.
I'm leaving them up all year. They're all by the time we're done the show, the lights will be off. They're on timers. Ray says, "Don't watch Civil War." Is it bringing too much? Well, that's the movie that's based on the future. It was written by the Simpsons guys because they predict the future. So I believe it's set in 2025 in the United States. So I believe it is a biopic of what's going to happen in the United States in 2025.
I'm trying to find some time to watch Three Body Problem. Have you heard about that one?
Nope.
It's on Netflix.
I'm old and I have one body problem.
I don't know. You look like you might have three body problems.
I might have three body problems. That is true. So apparently Ray did not like Civil War. All right. Well,
all right.
I will look for your YouTube video, your review on your YouTube channel. I also will. If I don't see it there, I'll see it posted to Mastodon, Hive, Blue Sky, the Threads.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. And can I tell you how much I'm mad at Ray? Actually, I'm not so much mad at Ray. I am not so much not mad at Ray. I am mad at how can they be ahead by 10 points and lose the friggin' game yesterday to the DC Pukenders? Like,
that's how the cookie crumbles.
And Arlington lost again today. Again, third week in a row. I am 2-2 in my predictions. And I lost in my fantasy.
One can be bad too.
Lost in my fantasy too.
I already told you about my fantasy baseball troubles. So
it's true. I did not do fantasy baseball this year.
It's a lot. I haven't done it for several years, and then I guess playing the show, I was just like, why not? What the hell? Now I'm like,
because you won the World Series in the show because you play like on rookie ball.
Well, I mean, when you're hitting 4 home runs a game, Jeff, it's pretty fun, When I go 4 for 5 with 4 home runs and a double, it's a good day at the office.
We should play one-on-one when with my
I have a
team.
97 game hit streak, Jeff. Joe DiMaggio, who? Mickey Mantle, who? Babe Ruth, who? Barry Bonds, who? We don't know nothing around here.
Build out your
Aaron,
diamond. Build out your diamond destiny, and let's play against each other.
I haven't done that. I think I might try to do that. So
I did it. I haven't. I did it on stream last week. Started up the Diamond Dynasty and started chugging through some missions. I got to get back to that. So, and apparently I've got to watch this stupid Fall Guys movie. What's this movie? Fallout Shelter, Fall Guys.
Oh, the show on Amazon Prime.
The Fall. it's a show.
It's Fallout. Yeah. I looked at the preview.
Everyone's going.
We were going to watch something last night, but I couldn't convince my wife to watch it. So
I don't have that many hours. Don't have any that hours to string together to watch a show.
What is it? Glass? Have you seen Glass?
Never even heard of it.
Have you seen Unbreakable?
Never heard of it.
And have you seen Split? Do you know
now you're just making shit.
I'm being serious. Have you ever heard of M. Night Shyamalan?
I have.
Okay, so he made a 3-movie.
That's the 5 guesses question. What the M stands for?
Oh, he made a 3-movie series with Bruce Willis, with Samuel L. Jackson, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but the one guy has split personalities. Bruce Willis survived a train crash, and the other guy, Samuel L. Jackson, has bones that just break all the time. But supposedly they're superheroes, and it's fascinating. But we watched Glass the other last night. So
now everybody's been yelling at me to watch this Fall Guys movie, Fallout movie, whatever the hell. TV show.
Is it a movie or is it a series?
No, it's a series. It's a TV series.
Glass Split.
I might start.
Glass. Is that what did I say? I said something different. Glass. Yes.
Glass, Split, and Unbreakable. There you go.
Yeah. They were good. I mean, they're good movies.
Oh, Purple likes them. There you go. How do people find time to do all of this?
I don't know. I mean, you watch
8 episodes. Are they an hour each?
I
don't have. That's like half an hour. I can fit a half an hour in. I can't fit 8 1-hour episodes in. I have no time for that stuff.
If you take a little bit of time away from Phil Mora, Jeff.
No. Speaking of that, they added in. Uh oh. You got the sound on.
Oh, I do, huh?
You do.
Well, then, damn.
Wait, actually, I could have just muted it.
Do that.
I could have just muted it.
They
added in some new LUTs in the new edition, which I started playing with. LUTs, if you don't know, video editing stands for lookup table, and it's how you do color grading. So I've been starting to play with that. So yeah.
Episode 60, Jeff.
Oh my God, we have so much this week.
We've done a full hour's worth of shows. No, 60 shows. How do I spin that?
I don't know, but
I don't know either.
Most shows are more than an hour, so.
All right, carrying on. Oh my God!
So I guess we got to talk.
Everybody was asking about OJ, right?
Everyone's asking about OJ. Yeah, I teased it last night on my stream. Is OJ going to make the cut? OJ made the cut, and we're going to talk about the power of influencers.
That's right.
And then I've got I think my favorite post of the week. We haven't done them every week. We've done 50 of them, 45 of them. This is my favorite one.
It's a good one.
This is my favorite one. Why aren't you lighting me properly?
Mm.
I don't know. And then the things we want to hear about. There's going to be stuff in there for SPG. And I let it slip on Purple's show. There is something for Purple in there. About No Rest for the Wicked. And then I have got a TV-related 5 guesses for you.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Phil Mora is life.
Well, what we're not going to talk about this week is we're not going to talk about the Liberty coins. Okay, I don't want to talk about Liberty coins.
Are they real? Did we ever figure out if that was real? Oh, we're not.
I don't know if we did or not, but we're not going to talk about it.
All right.
The Wisconsin woman that killed her friend with the eye drops. We're not going to talk about that. Not talking about Coachella. That was a
Anyway,
lot of entertainment news this weekend was Coachella.
I-
We're not talking.
I don't even know what that is.
Not talking about Coachella.
Because I'm
We're not going to talk about the presumptive start of World War III.
Let's go.
And all the shit that's going on.
I said on my stream last
I can
night
talk
that
about that.
Ray, you, SPG are all going to get what's that? Conscripted into the army. You guys are going to fight. SPG is going to get a horse, and they're going to give him a gun, and he's going to be running around just like he does in Call to Arms.
Powder rifle.
I don't know. Maybe. And then we're not going to talk about the worst umpire of all time.
We're not talking about that SOB. AH, if you don't know who AH is, that is Angel Hernandez, and we're not going to talk about him.
Oh man, was he brutal this weekend to the Rangers?
It's been like 3 weeks in a row. It's so bad.
No, it's been years.
Well, I mean, I get that, but like really bad ones, seriously. But we're not talking about it. All right.
On April 10th, Orenthal James Simpson. I like how they used his full name, just like in the acquittal. Lost his battle with cancer. Surrounded by his children and grandchildren. They're 35 and 38. I still think of them as like, but now they're like
grown adults.
Yeah. Yep. And have kids of their own. Mm-hmm. Think what you want. We're not here to judge. We're not here even to discuss that. This is just a famous person. I said to my son when it happened, I said, hey, a Buffalo Bill passed away. And he goes, oh, yeah, which one? And he goes, I know who O.J. Simpson is. I framed it as a former Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, passed away.
You know, he's definitely iconic football player, right?
Won a Heisman.
Maybe the man after football wasn't the best, not just because of the
because of his acting, because of his bad acting.
I mean, there's that. There's the theft in Las Vegas, right? Like all that stage robbery stuff and all that stuff that went on. Some of the comments that he's made in recent years since he got out, especially, just not.
Ray.
Not the way they drew it up.
Ray, we're going to talk about that statement in a minute.
Yeah. So taking a look at this story, everybody's been kind of following it. I mean, how could you not? It's been all over the place. But his kids were at his side when he passed. Reports were that they had to sign an NDA.
Which Ray just broke. You just broke NDA. I have to now report you, Ray, for breaking the NDA.
You saying Ray was in the room?
Well, if he says that, he would have been in the room, which means he would have signed the NDA, which means he just broke it, which means I have a fiduciary duty to report him. SPG stealing jokes. Thought you left, SPG.
So, like, I gotta stop.
Kids were little. Kids were little. That's what I remember. Yes. The kids being little, not being,
Yes, I've got to stop for just a second and wonder. No matter what these children probably think of their father or anything that's going on, like, how many millions of things could have been going through their mind at any given moment while they were standing there? Mm-hmm. Just to think about all the different questions that they could have had for him in any given moment.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he gave them all one question.
Maybe,
but we won't know because they signed an NDA. Mm-hmm. Here you go. You sent this over to me. So OJ was 1973 NFL MVP, 1968 Heisman Trophy winner, 5-time Pro Bowler, a 5-time first-team All-Pro, 1 murder case beat, legendary accolades. That's pretty messed up, Jeff. It's pretty messed up.
No acting awards. Nothing acting.
No acting awards. Naked Gun 33 and a third was not Oscar worthy.
Hurts. No, and they're remaking it with Liam Neeson. No. Those set of skills he has is not meant for that. Oh, right. We talked about that.
I thought you were excited about it. Then there was a report that came out that said that there was no confession on the deathbed. So kind of put a squash to those rumors. But Jeff, I've got to wonder as I look at this last bit right here. They're not going to donate his brain for CTE research.
Apparently not.
So no confession, no brain research for probably one of what could be one of the most fascinating minds to look at, in the last century, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not only because he was an athlete, but just because of all the other things.
Mm-hmm.
But that's your right to not donate it. So I wonder if that's a way to just kind of bury the hatchet, so to speak.
Oh shit! Really got to pay attention and really gotta. I got accused of production meeting. Really got. I had to pay more attention in production meetings, folks.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it's a shame. I think I had sent you something maybe last week, and you said too soon. It was something about the Bronco. It was a joke about the Bronco. Something.
Did he?
Huh?
And did he?
Was it about Diddy? Okay.
Might have been Diddy and too soon. Too soon, Ray. Too soon about Diddy.
But everybody will always, always have this. If you were alive and you saw that news live of the Bronco going down the road.
I was in a nightclub. I was partying in a nightclub, and I don't remember why, but they put it up on the TV. So we were all, dancing and bopping, to the 80s music, 90s music, whatever we were bopping
Don't
to.
Stop
and up on the
TV.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I was. That's where I was when it happened. I was in a nightclub dancing and partying, shaking my booty.
Wow. How old were you?
25.
Wow.
I was doing something, and they're like, "What is that?" Like, I don't know, but in years, I think they're going to come up with a name. And I think they're going to call it a twerk. But for now, we're just going to call it the Jeffy. But I think it got renamed to the twerk later on. That's what I was doing in the clubs. That's what I was doing.
Oh well, I think the one thing about this that may be looked at as a positive is that you're not going to see him make those videos of him like smoking his cigars, enjoying life, going on his rants, and people getting upset that he's free while another couple people are dead, right? Like there's always that thing, like
yep. And the memes were flying like crazy this week.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So, I didn't send it to you, but there was one of I think, did I send it to Ray? Oh yeah, I sent it to Ray in SPG. It was what was it? I didn't send it to you. It was, what was it? I don't remember what it is.
I don't know.
Oh, that's the wrong group chat. I'm in too many group chats. I can't even keep them all straight.
Reed, was that a DC area ABC?
It was a picture of OJ and a picture of Peyton Manning, and the caption was OJ Simpson and a slow white Bronco. Because it was OJ and Peyton Manning. My son gave me the same look when I did that. I showed it to him.
Dang. That's tough.
I knew an ABC national reporter that covered the Bronco live. Yeah, CNN was lugging out every fool they could on Monday. Because, that's what they do.
So. A lot of stuff. A lot of stories about.
You know what I blame him for?
What's that?
The Kardashians. Because if he hadn't, it was if it wasn't for him, then the Kardashian, old man Kardashian wouldn't have become a thing, and then the other Kardashianettes would not have become things. So Kardashians is all his fault.
There was a.
Can we blame him, Ray? Can we blame him for that? Purple, can we blame that on the Kardashians?
There's a girl that was posting a bunch of stuff this week that I guess was under an NDA, but now that OJ died, it was lifted or something like that. And she was a professor's assistant and saw Robert Kardashian and a couple of other people come into his office and basically write a check, hush hush about OJ or something like that. So she was talking about it this week. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff like that always pops up when these things happen. But I don't know. This just feels like one of those ones you're just never gonna know. You're just never gonna know. You might know. You might think you know. You probably do know, but you're not gonna know. You're just never gonna know.
No. Let's talk about some good news. Sort of.
Do that. Sort of.
Is it good news?
Talked about this company a couple of times on this show.
We have.
And they are partners with a very, very influential influencer. You sent this over to me, and you had to chase this one around, you said, because you saw the tail end of it.
I did. I had to work myself backwards to find out and tweets were deleted by the time I got to it. I was an hour or two behind the story. So this guy tweeted Dbrand. Again, we talked about them and you have their wallet, don't you?
I don't have their wallet. No, I have the Ridge wallet.
Oh, the Ridge wallet. Anyways, he said he bought this skin a couple of months back, couldn't even remain the same color just after 2 months. What should I do? And then they said, your last name is basically shit rash. Be serious. And if you don't remember the previous episodes, they partnered with SPG's biggest friend, Marquez. And he did not like that. And he said, we will not be working with Dbrand until that original tweet is deleted at least. You're allowed to make shitty jokes, but the internet has made it pretty clear what it thinks about this one, and the harm from it is unnecessary. I've been around long enough to see a lot of versions of this in my years. Apologies on the internet tend to come in pairs. The first apology is usually rust, the later one regretted. The second, after some time, is usually more measured and reflective. I'm definitely not asking for a second apology, but I'm definitely asking for the reflective part.
It's pretty powerful.
Pretty powerful.
Hey, Crow.
Crow's
nice
here.
of you to join us. We got something for you.
And then they went, okay, fair enough. We've left the offending tweet up because we didn't want to seem like we were sweeping the sensation under the rug. We recognize the original tweet went too far, created a platform for hateful discourse. Given that we're already buried the hatchet with him, we're good to delete the tweet. So apparently they did reach out. Apparently they offered him stuff. I'm not going to get into that.
I thought it was like $10,000 or something like that.
We're not going to get into it. And then he came back and said, thank you for this. So that's what I saw, was that tweet. Actually, I didn't. I saw somebody quote tweet saying, this is how you deal with, this is how you work with brands. And then I had to kind of backtrack the entire story because, like I said, I was an hour or so or too late to the story. So there you go. This just
shows the power of the influencer and their followers or their subscribers, however you want to look at it. When a company, kind of, I don't know, takes that step back to say, whoa, okay, hey, real fast, real quick, let's get this taken care of. That kind of screams at you, we did it wrong. He was very quick to kind of go back and be like, all right, yeah, we're good now. I'm sure there were some other chats and IMs and things.
Oh, I'm sure. Probably phone calls. I'm sure people
Yeah.
were phone calling. He probably had some phone calls. He probably called different people. But you know what he probably didn't do is call the CEO. Because who would do that? What kind of person would reach out and when there's an issue, just go right above everybody else to the CEO? Who does that?
I would definitely do that.
Would you? Okay. There you go. Well,
I wouldn't know where to begin to find the CEO, Jeff, but you would.
Well, you might, even if you have him as a LinkedIn connection, it's not something you do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, it's good. Shows that the influencer, and he's got a big platform. We didn't talk really much about it, but
shoot, this had 3.2 million views.
We didn't really talk. We didn't talk much about it, but we talked a little bit about it. But destroying the sports guy,
hurt.
he made the San Antonio Brahmas,
well, and then he punts in the first week, right? Or his kicks.
Yeah, and then he subsequently got hurt. But he's got 5 million subscribers on YouTube. He's got a big following. He brought those people to them and whatnot. Yeah. So these guys that have these guys like destroying Marquez, a Sherrod, a Raymond Sherrod.
Raymond Sherrod.
Those huge guys. Yep. So there we go.
Huh. I think it's pretty cool. He was able to flip it that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Good on him. That's a good way to use your influence. As far as I'm concerned.
It is. He shouldn't have had to, but I'm glad he did.
Right.
But you know what? Everybody's going to make mistakes. People are going to rush to something. There's probably some social media intern that lost their job.
Yeah, but and I also guarantee you that he won some people over for his, let's call it heroics. Let's call it heroics, right? Because he stepped in and was like, dude, come on. Like
a lot of times we hear of the people they work with such and such and they've said nothing.
Yeah.
Right. So there you go. Hey, did you watch the eclipse?
I did not watch the eclipse, but I had to do a lot of stuff for work from it. However, you were very busy on the X platform and sent this over to me when you noticed that the moon had blocked the sun.
I laughed and I sent this over to you and I said, there you go, post of the week, Monday at what time was this? Did I 4:00 or something? Or what time was it? 2:36. Okay. Post of the week done.
It's not every day the moon blocks the sun, but now we have proof.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to wear special glasses to see this block.
There you go. It's true. I think this is my favorite tweet of all time.
I tell you what, I wanted to follow back up from last week and ask you about Niagara Falls. Did they have any chaos?
No, because it was cloudy. So of the million they were expecting, I think I heard reports of about 250,000 because everyone knew it was going to be cloudy and crappy. And as of 1:00, it was very cloudy over our house. And we were like, oh, damn, we might not see anything. And then by 2:00, the sun, it broke clear and the sun came out. And then by, 3:00, we're like, all right, let's go outside and let's check this bad boy out. Which I believe I sent you and some other people that I like pictures.
I was on my way to my daughter's soccer game. Got a little orange. Nature got a little quiet. That's about it. Mm-hmm. We weren't in any kind of a path for the totality, so
we were.
It never really got dark where we were. But I know from
streetlights came on. Streetlights came on.
Your streetlights came on. That's dope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, streetlights came on.
My work was panicking a little bit in the Indianapolis to like Pennsylvania area because they were hearing reports of upwards of 8 million people flooding their area.
Didn't look like that on TV.
And then when we followed up at the end of the week, and I was like, hey, what was the impact like there? But I was like, oh, we really didn't hear anything about it. And it was like, for a straight week, you all ran around like this was the most important thing going on, in the world. I put out all kinds of safety postings about not looking at this thing, and then it just wasn't even anything really. So I thought this was very well timed and funny. So I appreciated it, but
I loved it. I thought this was great. I think this is the best post of the week we've ever done.
The moon officially blocked the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Enough said.
On the X.
All right, we don't talk NHL a lot around here, but when it's something like this, I think it needs to be said. Sidney Crosby is one of the greatest hockey players to ever touch skates to ice. He's now at 1,000 assists, so he's one of just 14 players in NHL history to reach the milestone. So congratulations to Sid the Kid. I grew up not liking him, because he played for the Penguins, but as I've gotten older, how can you not respect him? 138 of those 1,000 assists have gone to Evgeny Malkin, his lineman, and Jake Gensel has got 114 of those. Jake Gensel, now on the Hurricanes, Jeff. That's right. Let's go.
Did you see the clip? Not about him, but from Jaromir Jagr. They were. I don't know how old it was. It just crossed my desk. He was given a speech on the ice or something, and he gave a shout out to his girlfriend, and he said something like, "Who was not old enough to see me to even know I played for the Pittsburgh."
He just got his. I think he just got his jersey hung or something like. They just retired his jersey, I think. So that was probably the speech from that.
Yeah, she's like, but she's heard the story.
What's crazy is I think he's in his 50s now, if I'm not mistaken, and I guarantee you, he could still play better than half of the players in the NHL.
Yeah, probably. But how friggin'
he was still playing professionally like a couple years ago. So
how frig is his girlfriend? She's like, she was not even old enough to know I played for Pittsburgh. Like, what?
In her 20s.
And she's just like, ooh, hi, hello.
20. Like, hi, I just learned hockey.
Hey, hey.
I call him Jaromir.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Well, Sidney Crosby.
I remember before he was drafted. Everybody talking about this kid, this kid from Nova Scotia.
Well, he's Canadian, right? So I mean,
yeah.
You guys have been hearing a lot about him as a prep.
This kid could be the next Wayne Gretzky. Everyone kept calling this kid.
That's what they always say. It's what they always say.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh has been very fortunate. The Penguins have. They've had quite a few, legends. He's just another one to add to the list, right? Right there with Mario Lemieux, Jaromir Jagr. So,
Mario?
It's cool. It's cool. Very impressive.
Mario Lemieux? Nice.
Mario, whatever you want to say. Jeff, we talked about this. We said we were going to follow up on it. The South Carolina and Iowa national championship game averaged 18.7 million viewers on ABC and ESPN. I believe the UConn Iowa game was 14.8, something like that, right? So we figured the national championship was going to surpass it, about 4 million more. So that's awesome news. Awesome news. Caitlin Clark was obviously hyped about it. 18.7. She tweeted out. That tweet alone got 7.8 million views when I grabbed that. So good stuff, right? Well, everybody's been all up in a tizzy about, the women's versus the men's and, this and that. That 18.7 million actually turned into 18.9, I guess, and that was more than the 14.8 that watched UConn win their national championship. So kudos to the ladies. Kudos to the ladies. They've got themselves a really good product going on right now there in college basketball.
Yeah, you know what? The boys are trending down. Like that was just those two games were just boring. Even my buddy, the woman hater, he's like, I said, those were like, because he made some wise crack about the women's game. And I said, yeah, but the men's game is so friggin' boring. You should watch women's. It's much more exciting. And it's trending up. So I heard some reports that people are not happy that both championship games are on the same weekend, because the national media had to split or figure out how to get to either get to both or pick one or the other. So I bet you next year they'll be on different weekends to allow the national media to be at both.
Interesting. Well, the national media chose the women's tournament this year. So obviously it was the right move, 18.9 million. So kudos to the ladies.
And
the Masters.
Tomorrow, Caitlin could be the number one pick.
She could be. You sent me that SNL clip of her.
I
thought that was pretty good joke.
which we cannot play, Ray. We cannot play that clip. But if you have not, she was
about the Indiana Fever.
She was on SNL last night, and she ripped Michael Che apart. It was awesome. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, I don't know how you haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen it, then I want you to. Sierra sent me the clip, but I already seen it. Go look up Phil_Lewis on the X, and you can watch the clip from Phil's. We of course can't put it in because YouTube and NBC will slice me up.
It was Masters week, Jeff. Did you watch any of the Masters, Jeff?
I did. I actually put it on just to see how TJ was doing.
How Tiger was doing.
And then I went, okay, well, so much for Tigger.
Yeah, Tiger had a rough end. He made the cut, but he had a rough end.
Rod, you're 5 minutes late. We just talked about it. Caitlin going number one tomorrow night. We just talked about it.
Better back up.
He is an idiot, Ray. He is an idiot. No offense.
My son's been glued to the Masters this week. He actually got two of his teachers to turn it on during school Thursday and Friday because they were all watching it on their phones. But the Masters always kind of brings out. It's kind of like Derby, you know. It's almost like the Derby in a sense that like it's very prestigious. Like you have to get tickets to go to, like you have to win them out of a lottery. Like there's a lot of things that go into the Masters, right? And they were flying some drones around the course. I mean, the course is almost like cut with scissors, like around the bunkers and stuff. I mean, it's just immaculate, right? So with that, obviously, is going to come some pretty costly souvenirs, some tokens, the hospitality bags, things of that nature. So this is one map and flag, first and only hospitality experience outside of Augusta National. So this isn't even in the golf course. This is outside of it. Tickets cost $17,000 for the week. They include access to the tournaments. You get all 4 rounds, premium dining, the outdoor garden, and merchandise shop. They didn't tell us how many there were, but they completely sold out. That's crazy. That's crazy. But good news is if you did get into the Masters, it wasn't going to cost you that much to eat.
No, it's pretty cheap, eh?
Pretty cheap. $66 would buy you every single thing on the menu. So what would that be for you? 80 something?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. 80 something bucks. That's good. And they actually got some good stuff in there, man. They got some barbecue, chicken salad, classic chicken. Got breakfast in there.
$6 for white wine? I paid more than that. I paid like $10 for
Georgia
a white wine.
pecan caramel popcorn. Get out.
Nice.
Now we're talking. Nice. Georgia peach ice cream sandwich. You ain't had an ice cream sandwich unless you had a Georgia peach ice cream sandwich. So it was all good. It was a good weekend. Weather held up. Like I said, Tiger made the cut, but he just didn't do very well. And ultimately, world number 1, Scotty Scheffler.
I thought it ended on its own.
Not only did he get a nice little jacket, Jeff got sized up just right.
Actually, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't? Because he already had one?
Because he already has one.
Yeah, he already had one. So
yeah. So fun fact: you don't get a new jacket every time you win. So Tiger doesn't have 75 in his closet. There is a single jacket.
Do they get a different pin though?
That I don't know.
I think it's a pin that he'll get to wear on it or something to symbolize. I have
Maybe.
to check into that.
And there is only one jacket that is not there.
Whose is it?
I believe it's Gary Player. Is he the South African guy? Is he from South Africa? Who's the guy from South Africa? Chat. Somebody from whoever's from South Africa. He took the jacket and he said, "Oh, you want it back? Come get it." They never did.
Oh, might be Ernie Els. Scotty Scheffler only won $3.6 million. Jeff. Man played 72 holes of golf, won $3.2 million.
His caddy has won $1.2 million. If you figure 10% earnings goes to the caddy, so his earnings this year, Scotty's, he's $1.2 million.
Did you bet on this?
I did not.
So you didn't.
Who bets on golf?
A lot of people bet on golf. What are you talking about?
Who bets on golf?
Only your favorite person in the entire world bets on golf. That is a heck of.
I was awake for the production meeting, folks. I was awake for that part. I got the production notes here. The ad sound effect I missed before from the notes because I already scrolled past it.
Gosh!
This is what I was ready for.
He won $1.3 million. So Scotty Scheffler played and won 3.2. Portnoy just bets on it and wins 1.3. That's insane.
Yeah,
it's insane. So he won 2.1 million on the Huskies. He won 500K on the Chiefs, 500K on Texas versus Washington in the Sugar Bowl, 1 million on Michigan versus Alabama in the Rose Bowl. He's won 5.4 million just from 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Now that's just what he's won. I don't have a graphic.
It doesn't say what he's lost. So
I don't have a graphic. But he's, you know what? He is pretty open about. He's pretty open about his bets. So if you go through his X, they're there. He shows the slips because they're a DraftKings partner now. So he shows the slips. So it's all out there. So
last week,
just like Purple's friend Mac. Oh, she hates when I call him that.
Yeah, she does.
She does.
Last week we showed all the planes that were leaving out of Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
See all the planes
after the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Look at that! It's like a whole parking lot of planes.
Who's flying from Aiken, South Carolina? Like really?
20 miles.
It's 20 miles. You can't drive or get a limo or like.
Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. Ridiculous. It just goes on forever. It's the whole line of planes. 20 miles, Jeff. 20 miles. How long do you think it took them to fly those 20 miles? Or like how much?
It would depend. It would depend. It's usually what, 2,000-3,000 an hour. So still going to probably cost you $5,000.
That's ridiculous.
Doesn't really matter. Flight time is, that's only one piece of the whole. Because you're still spending a whole bunch of money.
Some of these guys, they don't mind burning other people's money anyway, just like Ipe Mizuhara.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to say it like that. That's just how it came out.
This has been floating around. This has been floating around our production meeting for a few weeks, folks. Just a little bit till the sausage is made, and we just kind of kept pushing it to the side. Well, he got indicted this week. No more pushing it to his side. I have the 37-page indictment on my phone. I read it. No, Ray, I did not read Diddy's. He won $140 million in bets. Never bet on baseball, but he bet mostly soccer. I believe it said. I read it the other day. I don't remember all the stats, but he's won $140 million.
Transferred more than $16 million from Ohtani's account to an illegal sports book.
Mhm. So allegedly
Funny.
in the complaint, allegedly, because people kept saying, well, how the hell did Otani not like how? So allegedly, he talked to the banks and said he was Otani. And he said, this is my account, use it. Winnings go to him, my best friend, my interpreter. Losses come out of my account. So that's how he.
Mm.
So he impersonated Otani, which is why Otani went because he didn't. And if you're some banker and some Japanese guy calls you, says you're Otani, what are you going to do?
How much did he win?
140.
But he lost 40.
He lost 180 million dollars. That's the 40, negative 40 there. Yeah.
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 Lost $182.9 million.
Yeah.
Or $142.2 million.
So yeah, he lost. Yeah, his total losing bets was 182. He won 140. So that's how you get your net loss of 40 million.
Purple said tax breaks would help with the flight line traffic, I'm sure. Oh gosh.
Yep.
I heard we're relieving debt for 440,000 more students, Jeff.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. How much did you get back on your taxes?
We don't have to file to the end of the month. And I will be paying.
Tax day for us is tomorrow, but I had mine done like 2 months ago.
Ours is the end of the month. And technically I'm self-employed, so I don't actually have to file technically until June. If I owe money, which I do, I have to pay it, but you don't have to actually file. So
well, have you gotten
hey.
Is it a W-2 for you? Like how do you you know? Like, what's the document that you get to show how many taxes you made in the year?
In Canada, it's called a T4.
A T4.
Yeah, there's a number of
That's
T
like
documents.
the W-2 for us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I know
okay.
that there's different names and
that's
and
okay.
stuff.
That's
Same
okay.
thing.
That's okay. So you got money back?
I did. I barely like a couple $100.
Do you know who's paying $288 million?
Is
Mr.
it Cubes?
Cuban. Mr. Cuban.
The Cubes.
The Cubes is paying. He's e-transferring $288 million.
Yeah, but he's paying $282 million. What were his profits last year?
Well, yeah. So sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably made a couple billion.
Anyways,
so
Ray's
he sold the Mavericks.
Ray's shooting out numbers.
540, easy 2. 1040.
So, anyways, back to Mazzari here. So, yeah, he's in a whole lot of trouble. 30, he could be 30 years in jail.
And Shohei's not missing a beat because he is playing very well. With all the distraction going on.
Well, it just pretty much proves he's an innocent guy because he's got nothing. He was not guilty. He didn't know about it. Nothing going on. So he's just out there hitting the ball, pitching,
chilling. He's got his wife is a phenomenal basketball player. He's a phenomenal baseball player. He's got a friend that lost $142 million, and he's just like, let the authorities handle it. I'm just gonna hit bombs over here.
Mm-hmm.
He's only making $2 million this year.
It's true.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you sent this one over, and you said it was courtesy of a special friend of ours.
Yeah, Mr. Resin sent this over. This is a new segment. Crow's tweet of the week.
Ooh.
Guess we need a new graphic. Crow's tweet of the week.
Basically, when I read the news article that Crow sent to us, I came away with the fact that Japan does not want tourists anymore, at least in their retro video game stores. Is that correct?
That is not correct.
The tourists have taken everything. That's how I read that.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
What do you call a smart person in America? A
Mm,
tourist. A tourist.
a tourist. Ouch.
Wait, hold on.
That
Oh, wait on.
Boom.
Sorry. I've always thought about going to Japan to pick up some retro stuff. Guess I don't have to now, and I know there's nothing there.
It's true.
Other tourists have beat me to it.
How would that work? I guess you don't have to have like a special console to play those games, right? Like a Japanese game would run on an American console. Is that correct? Sorry
It
to be so
depends.
stupid, but I'm just
It
asking. the group.
depends. See, I got a Japanese
Look at you, Laura Croft.
framed, kind of.
That's
It depends. It depends. Some will, most will not.
okay.
I think Ray has a bunch of Japanese imports. So
I feel like the only time I ever played a game in Japanese was my friend had a Neo Geo when I was in 3rd grade.
nice.
I remember going over there and playing the Neo Geo, and it was all in.
Will got one for Christmas 2 years ago from Mr. Urban World.
What happened to Mr. Urban World?
No, he rears his ugly head in different streams.
Oh, he's still around, kicking it, huh?
Yeah, apparently. Spreading lies. Spreading lies and nonsense.
Well, Jeffy, you sent this over to me. This is the Humane AI Pin review. It says not even close. Is that a lie?
It is not a lie. It's 100% true. I've seen Marquez did a thing review of it. Mr. Who's the Boss. It's basically a pin that you wear, and then you tap and you ask it questions, and then it uses AI to whatever. And if you watch the Mr. Who's the Boss one, he's actually in the office. He's there with the CEO, the guy who developed it. And he asks the question, it gives a wrong answer or an incomplete answer. And he's like, guess we should fix that. And then it also costs $700. Plus, you have to pay. It's got to be connected to the internet, so you got to pay $25 a month
Subscription.
And if you stop paying that, it don't work no more. It just stops working. So it's not like you can connect it to your own Wi-Fi. So if you're not doing that, so it's got a long way to go.
We had about an hour to kill yesterday, so we went over to Best Buy, and we were looking around at quite a bit of the stuff in there, and I came across Ray-Ban glasses that have a camera in them.
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
I have.
You can live stream with them and all that, and I'm just like, man, for all the times that Jeff has said he's got his Google Glass and it still works, like they were ahead of the time, I guess, or maybe they were the trendsetter. I don't know. What would you say there?
Well, even Marquez will say the same thing, even about the Apple Vision Pro. The whole recording aspect of it, right? The world is just not ready for it. So whether it's those, whether it's the Apple Vision Pro, whether it's the Google Glasses, the big question I used to get all the time was, "Are you filming me? Are you filming me?" Because if I'm here and I hold up my phone, I'm filming you.
Yeah, I had a service.
I'm doing it.
I had a service company that did HVAC repair work for me, and their technicians wore those glasses that had the cameras, and they would let you know beforehand, like, hey, just so you know, you might want to step to the side. This is something I have to do. And they made the technicians do a recording of what they did and show the repair, because then they would attach that to the work order so that if anybody was like, oh, you didn't fix it. Yeah, here we did. We've got video proof, right? Like they were kind of ahead of the field when they did that. But there's a lot of positive uses for it, but to your point, anytime, like even when I have my drone, I'll go on a bike ride and I'll stop on the side of the trail and I'll fly my drone and people come around the corner. They're like, like I'm just flying. I'm not recording you. Like I promise I've got the control. I know.
I've watched a number of vloggers, like real vloggers, not whatever nonsense Mr. Lewis does. And they talk about, they do whatever. And this one lady, she was trying to get this long shot of her driving her little van or whatever. And she goes, we ran into one car. And what does it do? It stopped right where the drone was, wanting to know what we were doing, what I was doing.
Yep.
Entire open road, this entire backcountry road, it stopped right where the drone was because it wanted to know what the drone was doing, and it didn't want to go any further. So that society, that's what. So yeah, so I'm actually in a Ray-Ban Facebook group that talks about that.
Do they like the glasses? Do they have good reviews? Yeah, they looked cool. They from the live streaming part. I'm not sure how I feel about the speakers in them, but and from what I saw with the live streaming feature, that was pretty cool, because one of the things that I feel like it would be really good for is for people that are doing projects. And they're showing like how-to videos, right? Like having that view where your hands are in front of you, people are going to see it the way they would see it. I think that's cool.
Yep.
AI, we just continue to talk about AI.
Anyways, we'll keep on this, but right now this is not worth purchasing. I have yet to see a review where anyone said, yes, this is the you got to get this. This is it. No. It's still a long way to go.
I saw somebody that had something like this where you could like tap it and like touch it and stuff, and it was
that's what this is. Yeah,
that's what that is.
Yeah, you can tap it. That's a touch.
It's like different finger gestures can do different things. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that is the thing I saw. All right.
Yep. But not worth the money.
This little quick story here, just staying on the AI tip. There was a AI animated Pink Floyd music video that was put out that's got a lot of people pissed off, especially some of the older crowd. Jeff, don't mess with my stuff. Mess with your stuff. Don't mess with my stuff. Right? I don't know, man. Especially some of these bands that kind of have these cult-like followings. I would say Pink Floyd is at wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Don't mess with my shit.
No.
No. So, did you see the video?
I didn't click on it to watch it.
Around little clips.
I've seen it floating around. I just didn't want to watch it. There's two.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, have you seen that AI program out there that's taking images of people and putting them into other videos in place of somebody? So, for example, the one that's going around this week, it's Travis Scott, who's a rapper. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's like comes out on stage and he's like, kicking his legs and like coming out. And they actually took the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, and actually made it Joker. And then somebody took Hitler the other day and did it with. So it's like there's a lot of like really like artistic-y kind of stuff, but then there's some other stuff that's really scary. What people are trying to do with it,
So there's two ways you can make music. I prefer, and I don't know, you went back and saw the brand new intro music and video from our Red Dead Mondays. So there's that. Or if you have a talk show, and I'm just spitballing here, just making stuff up, folks. Let's say you do a talk show, pick a day, Thursday. Let's say Thursday you do a show. Maybe you're an American guy and you do a show with, let's pick a country at random, UK. So you're an American guy and you pick a show with a UK guy and you make an automated version of an intro song. There's also that way you could go. Again, hypothetically speaking, only making it up. Will not play it because I actually don't have it.
My only question for you is, when SPG was picking up the guy on his shoulder and trying to get him onto the horse and you're running around trying to shoot him with a shotgun, Were you trying to shoot SPG or were you trying to shoot the guy on his back?
That was a hacker. That was a hacker.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw you trying to shoot what appeared to be SPG.
No, that was the hacker. With trying to shoot the hacker
on his shoulder. And I was like, wow, Jeff, your aim is not very good.
Well, that is a true fact. But he was also a hacker, so he couldn't be killed. And if you go back and watch the entire thing, he ends up putting it on Crow's horse. Crow takes him away, dumps him, but then he couldn't get his horse back, so the guy had to literally walk back to where his horse was. And we're like, well, serves you right, hacker. Serves you right, buddy. So that part did not. That part didn't make the whole cut, but that's the part that
having kind of that first full Monday of doing it with the intro and everything. Did you guys have a really great time? Like with your server?
We were in our own little server. We're in our own little world. And
good stuff. Good stuff. All right.
That is the only way to do it.
Monday. I think it was Monday. April the 8th. Is that Monday? Yeah, that was Monday. Sarah Bond revealed an internal email at Microsoft saying that they are full speed ahead on their next generation console. Initial rumors are saying 2028, but if you look at a lot of the critics there, they say there's no way that they're gonna let it go that long. So thinking it's gonna be a little sooner. Sarah said that it's going to be like nothing, of course, anybody's ever seen, yada yada yada, all that stuff that you say when you're trying to hype up. So I don't know. Xbox, Microsoft has been very big on trying to keep that catalog, that older catalog of games alive. And just with, xCloud and, all the acquisitions that they've made lately, maybe they will push into more of a cloud base. Maybe it will wind up being more of like a handheld Switch Portal type, console. I think that the days of getting these big bulky plastic boxes are running out.
Probably. So it's got to do something, especially if it's going to play GTA 6, because the current rumors is current hardware will not run GTA 6, and we know that PlayStation 5s are 3 to 5 years ahead of PC. We know that's a fact.
Well, they should make a PC too, and then they would be able to get past that.
Yeah, probably.
One of Xbox's partners, EA, raising the price of EA Play to $39.
Hashtag Ray is a partner. Hashtag ad. Hashtag Ray is a partner.
$119.99 for Pro. Look, I've got a problem with EA right now. So Ray, if you know anybody over there that can give me a hand, I would really, really appreciate it. I apparently got banned from EA on January the 16th. And when I go to my ban history, it gives no reason for my ban. I have tried emailing the process that they have online, which absolutely sucks, by the way. It's so stupid to click a button that says check your ban status, and then you go over to a page where you have to read a bunch of shit and it's not your ban status, right? Like, the whole thing is shit. It's stupid, just like their games. And I still have not gotten a response after 5 emails back from EA. So I know that this won't get to anybody or do anything, but EA sucks. And I'm willing to just boycott EA for the rest of my life at this point, because it's absolute shit. How are you going to ban me and not even give me a fucking reason? There's no reason listed as to why I'm banned. I don't talk shit to people. I don't even talk in voice chat. How the hell am I banned? Ridiculous. So stupid. And the only thing I can think of that would be even stop hacking. The only thing I can think of that would be a remote possibility is the fact that my son and I share my Game Pass Ultimate, because his Xbox in his room is listed as my Xbox, and the Xbox that I have, when I sign into it, it's mine. So we can essentially play, on both of our Xboxes, this one game, right? It's the only thing I can think of is that they were like, oh, you shouldn't be doing it. That's the only thing I can think of that I've done wrong. It's ridiculous. I'm done.
Well,
Anything
hopefully
you'd like
Ray.
to add about EA, Jeff?
Hopefully Ray. Hopefully Ray knows somebody.
He said he's not
Can,
a partner, so he's not gonna. He's not gonna help you.
He's just
Oh,
towing
well.
the corporate. He's towing the company line. It's
Oh
okay.
well, if it's not EA these days, it's Ubisoft. And now Ubisoft is screwing around with people that play the Crew. Remember, they just said that they shut down the Crew servers a couple months back, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
And now they're taking some people offline. This was a post at the bottom here. This was the error message that was received by somebody when they opened the launcher. So they're taking all the licenses away, apparently, for the Crew while they take these servers offline. So people are just getting all pissy. Did you check your license? Is it gone?
I did not.
Maybe you should. But I know what you're really waiting for is this.
There you go. Apparently June 19th. Let's see it.
I'm not going to get to play it. So
your message got hidden. Your message was hidden.
my message.
Your message was hidden at the bottom.
Why is it?
It's already been acted by another moderator. Already took care of. Big O Mac is up to no good.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Big O
On
Mac.
our stream?
Yes.
Oh, you're lame. You like jazz? I'm not going to be able to play this, Jeff.
I'm actually happy you spelled your correctly.
Yeah, I've been trying to fix that.
What, spelling it
Well
correctly?
done.
Yeah.
How's your cheat sheet?
Cut off. Gotta fix my margin.
Well done.
There you go. Oops.
So you'll have to tell me how this is, Jeff, because it's EA. So
You're not going to be able to play.
I won't be able to play. I tried downloading that Masters game. It'll let me play offline, but I can only do one stroke play. Like, that's all I can do. So stupid. Fuck EA. All right. What do we got here? Oh, here's the SPG news.
Yep.
This is the Cyborgland news.
Yep. Battlefield Season 7 is going to be the final season. Game is still going to be supported. There's going to be new game modes and challenges, but there's going to be no more major content as DICE is shifting its focus to future titles.
The couple of times that I played this game, I thought it had a lot of potential.
Mhm.
Thought it had a lot of potential, but some of those bugs when it first dropped were pretty bad.
I think Doc also got banned several times because you have to go through some sort of tutorial, and he's just so good that I think the automated system when you got to be a hacker because nobody is that good.
Can understand
So,
that.
but I think he's got it. I think he's finally got it fixed, right, Ray? He can play now with you guys. But so you guys are gonna have to do a bunch of farewell to Season 7 streams. I don't know if you guys do the seasons or if you guys just do custom lobbies. So I don't even know if it affects SPG or not. But
Well,
it's probably only a matter of time before they shut the whole thing down, like they do everything else.
that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
And
else is unfortunate, Jeff?
And I hope Purple's still here. Purple, I hope you're still here.
Yeah.
What else?
The reason why he wants you to still be here, Purple, is because what's unfortunate is the fact that Jeff doesn't want to talk about Victor Wembanyama and how amazing he's been this season and how his numbers are just so much better than a young legend by the name of LeBron James in his rookie year. And he's playing like 12 less minutes a game than LeBron did. I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal. This kid had just probably the best rookie season that we could have imagined from him, Jeff. I was so concerned about his size. In the first couple of games, he had no post game. Jeff, this kid took off this year. But you know what he doesn't like, Jeff?
I know what
He doesn't like American women.
Apparently not.
They're not as soft as the French women.
Mm-hmm.
Too masculine.
Mm. Yep.
Well, I tell you what, Victor Wembanyama, I've been your biggest supporter on this small show for several months now. And I'm just going to tell you like this. My wife tiled a bathroom today.
Yeah, that's soft and tender.
My wife tiled a bathroom. She went to the store with me. She made me lunch. She rubbed my shoulders.
I'm not hearing
And
any
she's in
soft
there
and
laying
tender.
in bed already asleep so that I don't even have to talk to her.
Nothing
I don't know
sounds-
what else you could ask for there, Victor Wembanyama. Okay. You go ahead and keep your funny French women with their hairy armpits.
Ooh. How shocked were you when I sent you this?
I gotta be honest
I've
with you.
used
When
my-
I first
I've used
saw it,
my
I was like, this is a
preemptive-
joke.
I've used my preemptive on Wembanyama.
When you first sent it to me, I really thought it was a joke. Yes, I was like, oh my God, Jeff's sending me Wembanyama news, but I really thought it was a joke. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that, to be quite honest with you. I don't think he knew, I don't think he interpreted it to be like that, or maybe he didn't mean it to come off the way it was interpreted. But yeah, you probably shouldn't call out the women in the country that you're a professional star in. But there it is, Victor Wembanyama on Coffee Talk. It's been a while. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. Hey, speaking of NBA, Jeff, the playoff picture is set. There you go. Early on here, we got these play-in games. Who are we taking, Jeff? Let's just do play-in games right now.
I don't care. There's no Raptors.
You gonna go Golden State?
You know what? Since the Raptors are out, I'm going to go with my other favorite team, owned by my other favorite guy, the Cubes. So I'm putting all the power behind my awesomeness behind the Mavericks.
Okay.
Over there at the number 5 seed.
We'll see. 76ers are going to be in trouble without Embiid. So that ought to be
I think Nick Nurse said he was playing tonight.
They need to take it easy with him. That's what they need to do.
So
don't want to lose the big guy.
Yeah, see, again, don't like these play-in teams. So guys like is that Sacramento and Golden State? Is that Ron Slusher versus Raymond Sherrod? I is that the big play-in game? Ray versus Ron?
I just read Purple's comment. Just reread that. Here I was thinking French better too. Blah. Oh, I love it. I love it. I got to be honest with you, though, Purple Haze. I think Victor Wembanyama would make a scary tennis player. He would have to move. He'd just stand there in the middle and reach the ends. Oh, golly. Let's see. Who's going to win it all, Jeff? You're going Dallas? I really like Dallas too, but
I'm going Dallas.
I can't go the same as you.
Too many people like Boston. I hope Boston.
I said so.
Doesn't
yeah, Boston is
I know, just showed up. You just showed up here one day.
I don't
We know Ray's picking the Warriors to go all the way.
It ain't gonna be anybody in the East. I don't think it's gonna be anybody in the East. I don't think Boston's gonna do it.
I'd like to see Boston.
I don't think so.
I'd like to see Boston.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to be their year, but I would like to see what the Minnesota Timberwolves will do. But I do. Oh, Sanchez. Yeah, I'm with Sanchez. I think I've got to roll with Denver right now. Until Jokic just stopped, I got to roll with Denver.
Let's see it.
No, you don't. It will make no sense to you.
I like it though.
It will make no sense to you.
I like it though.
It will make no sense to you.
Big ol' Mac has an exam tomorrow, and he's built a study aid that he's allowed to use.
Formula sheet.
Formula sheet?
That's the term she used.
Is that the term she used?
Yeah.
Not the term I used.
Oh.
Cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet.
Yeah. Apparently, you can't call them cheat.
Like Google. Can't you just like Google Bard in there or something, man?
An audio source coming from.
No, he can't use Google Bard. Oh, I should get you one of those new AI things.
There you go.
You could just task Chat GPT right on your chest. Kind of like the.
Empty over here. What are you moving?
Purple Haze, I'm glad you're still here while Jeff figures out what's going on. With the cheat
with Big Ol' Mac
here.
With Big Ol' Mac, yeah.
Purple Haze, we have something just for you.
Breaking news.
Yeah. Jeff, I'm gonna let you take it because you this is all you.
Purple Haze has been all about the no rest for the wicked. It is coming out this week. It is coming out on the 18th. And we have exact times. So Purple Haze, 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on the 18th. You can start playing. As an incentive, Moon Studios has offered a discounted price for the game on Steam for the first 2 weeks of launch. It'll be where usually priced. You can purchase it for $36.
I tell you what, y'all, don't say something out loud about something you like or something you did. Jeff remembers this stuff. Okay? Makes little notes, he's got a little post-it. Like if he turns the camera around, there's just post-it notes everywhere. It looks like a serial killer's dungeon. Mm-hmm. Strings going to everything, all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Mm-hmm. There you go, Perp. Mm-hmm. I like it. That's my
Purple and I have had some offline conversations about this game, so she knows. She knows I'm on top of it, and I dropped a hint in her stream saying there was going to be no rest for the wicked news. So there you go.
Ain't no rest for the wicked.
So Purple Haze is going to be taking. Trees. So I guess Thursday night's Purple Haze talk. Haze.
No shades of purple.
Shades of Purple. That's it. Hazapalooza.
Wow.
I guess it's going to be her playing No Rest for the Wicked.
Hasn't he been on the show twice? He's been on the show twice.
There were some people in her chat going, can I be a mod? And I said, hey, to you guys who are begging to be mods, I've been on the show. I'm the reason Stadia is dead, and I'm not even a mod. So if you think you deserve to be a mod, forget that.
Yeah, forget that. That's right.
Forget that.
Forget it.
I'm an alum. I've been on the show twice, and I'm the reason Stadia died. So
True story.
There you go.
True story. Jeff said, and I quote, "No one that watches this show will know who he is."
I did say that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stuart Scott is a sports broadcasting legend. Not only did he have a glass eye, but he had one of the catchiest phrases. It's cooler than the other side of the pillow, Jeff.
Did he invent that? Did he invent that? Because doesn't Howard Stern or Howard Stern's sidekick or something? Don't other people use that? Did he invent that?
The booyah?
Yeah, because I've heard other people use it.
I don't know. I don't know if they copyrighted it for him or not. I know that they've done a lot of marketing with booyah for Stuart Scott. And it was all it was that like Sports Center time when like they all had their little catchphrases, right? Back. Oh, you always knew when it was Berman. You always knew when it was Stuart Scott. These guys had like a way of doing it. Obviously, Stuart Scott passed away a while back, but they're getting ready to do a 30 for 30 documentary on him. It'll probably be pretty cool. So if you get a chance to check that out, you should.
Remember, I'm in Canada, so I never really got to, except for some clips. I
Hey, I got
really
3
never
letters
got
for you.
never really got to see him live.
You ready?
And do you know who his broadcast partner was every night?
For a while there, it was what's it on the night Sports Center? Oh my gosh. Who's the guy that does the late night Sports Center now? The bald head.
SVP?
Yeah, he was with him for a while.
Was he?
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
I don't remember that. Okay. All right. I'll
Because there was Olbermann and there was Dan.
But the guy I'm thinking of is when he's had
Vooch?
hair. When he had hair, Richard Eisen from the NFL Network.
Oh, well, maybe that's what I'm thinking then. Bald.
Well, he had
I
hair
was
then.
yeah, but I was thinking SVP. But Rich Eisen, yeah. It's coming back.
Yeah, Rich Eisen was always next to him. Yeah. So, anyways, in Canada, I never got to see it live. I just saw some clips and here and there and over time. And I know Rich always had a fondness for him, and on his birthday and anniversaries of things, always brings them up and stuff. So, yeah.
Like I said, 3 letters. VPN. Okay, Jeff? VP.
We didn't have those back when Stewart was on the air.
I know.
We didn't have those.
They
We
didn't
didn't
show
have those luxuries. No,
ESPN
because they
not affiliated with ESPN.
they are, but they would have their own idiots.
They had the Canadian desk.
It's called Sports Center.
But it's
they
the
had all
Canadian staff.
Yeah,
I got
it's
you.
all Canadian people. Yeah,
Do they do part of it in French?
there is RDS, which is the French version of TSN.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Jeff, your favorite sport on the planet? Football. And here's your favorite player, Leo Messi, drilling it.
I didn't know they scored.
27 yards out.
I didn't know
Top
they scored.
corner.
How do you know it was 27 yards?
Because I know where the lines are on the field. I'm an announcer, for crying out loud.
Oh.
Well, how did you know that was 27 yards? I counted. I used my fingers.
They're measuring? Like, they're measuring?
I walked it off. You didn't see me in my yellow shirt right there. You said this to me, and you were like, "I didn't know that they scored too."
I didn't know you scored goals in this sport.
Because the announcer is like, he said something about like, and he gave the people what they wanted. You're like, I didn't know that they scored.
Hey, I just report on the news. I don't make it.
Boom! Big strike. Yep.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah.
I sent this over. Look at that. Look at Messi and Wembanyama for you. I told them on my stream last night. I said this was a big show because look at we got Wemby and we got Messi.
And no Jake Paul and no Cavender twins. I'm shocked.
And news for Purple, and news for SPG, news for Ray.
We did have one more story. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
April 23rd through the 25th in Memphis, Tennessee, is the St. Jude Play Live Plus Creator Summit.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
So I was asking Ray if anyone in his community was going. I did reach out to Ms. Tracy, who co-hosts with us on Retro Rewind.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, she cannot attend.
Mm-hmm.
So big shout out to Ms. Tracy because she does a lot for St. Jude's.
It's about a 7-hour drive for me, Jeff. Unfortunately, I won't be in town that weekend. 23rd to the 25th.
There you go.
I'll be actually that's not a weekend, is it? Oh, that's during the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
The 25th is the Thursday. That's the NFL draft.
Yeah, I'll say the 26th is Friday because I'm going to Charlotte on the 26th. So.
Yeah, 23rd is the NFL first day of the NFL draft, which is the Thursday.
Yeah. So this is during the week.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you all know anybody that's in that Tennessee area that creates content, this is a great cause. So good Good thing.
There's a number of
Sorted.
people that I know that are outside of this world that are going. So some of my
You never
some of
know.
my
You might get to meet Hudson here. You never
some
know.
of some of my PR friends are going.
Mm.
Some of my PR friends are playing and streaming and doing other things and trying to come up with some ways to raise some money and do some giveaways and do some stuff. So lots
That's
going
awesome.
on relating to this. So I was just checking with Ray if because they've done a number of St. Jude streams. So I was just checking to see if anyone was going.
It's awesome.
The only one I know is Miss Tracy, and she unfortunately cannot attend. So, but shout out to Miss Tracy.
Anybody that lives in Tennessee? I don't know if I know anybody that streams in Tennessee. What to think about that? Jeff, that was a packed show this week. A lot of range of topics there. Wide range of topics.
Yes, sir.
That's what we bring you here on Coffee Talk,
Yes, sir.
But now we've got to get into the 5 guests portion of the show.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving them to me this week. You said they're about TV shows. I don't know what that means, but we're going to get into it shortly. You ready?
I am.
All righty. Well, it's now time for 5 guesses. This week, you're giving it to me, so let's do it.
All right, hang on. I got to pull the list up.
Oh, my God. He's not even prepared.
The page closed. The page stupid.
Of that.
Yeah, I know. The stupid page closed on me.
Man.
So, I know. All right. Are you going to open? Open. Here we go. Don't edit. I want you to open. Here we go. So, I want you to name just 5. And this is coming from our friends over at Ranker. We used them a couple of weeks ago. The best name 5 of the best TV shows about parents. About parents.
5 of the best shows about parents. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with my first guess, How I Met Your Mother.
Crap.
No?
Hold on.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, no.
Because technically none of them were parents through most of the show.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. I'm just
Hey, fun fact, Mike. Fun fact: all the scenes with the kids shot the same day.
really.
You know how they cut back to when he's actually talking to his 2 children. All of that filmed on the same day. Otherwise, the kids would have aged. Right? The kids would have aged. So over the course of the show, so they had to fill them.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this is TV shows about parents.
Mm-hmm.
The Brady Bunch.
Pretty sure I saw that on there. Yes, that is number 8.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Yep.
How about Growing Pains? That's
Growing Pains.
Alan Thicke.
Growing Pains.
Michael J. Fox? No, that wasn't. That was Family Ties. Growing Pains was Alan Thicke.
Are you going with Family Ties too?
I'm going. I mean, that'll be my next guess.
Okay. So Ray, one of the ones you said, Ray, was in there, was on the list.
You can see what Ray said.
I know. What did you say?
I said
it's got to be in here. It's got to be in here. Growing. There's 80 of them on here.
Oh, wow.
Growing. Really? Okay, the search isn't working. My search isn't working. Why isn't my search working? It's got to be on there. It's got to be on there.
maybe.
Why would
Maybe
it not?
not.
Why would it not be on there?
TV show.
No, apparently it's not on there. Okay, okay. So this
So
list
no
is
growing
invalid.
pains, no
So
family.
this list did. So Family Ties is number 6.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, Family Ties is number 6.
How about the Jeffersons?
I got to search.
Okay. Sorry.
It's saying no when I try to search for it, but
Okay. All right.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Good.
yeah.
How about shows about parents, not with parents,
Yeah.
about parents.
Mm-hmm.
Shows about parents. TV shows. I'm thinking sitcoms, but could this
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
like? It's got to be
Sitcom.
sitcoms.
No. Nope.
It doesn't just have to be sitcoms.
No, because one of them that's on here that Ray said is Parenthood. It's not a sitcom. That's a drama.
It's not a sitcom.
Right?
No.
No,
it's
that's a
movie,
drama.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like, there's so many ways that you could go, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could run off all of the 80s,
Do it.
you know.
Do it.
I said growing pains.
I can't believe that's not on there.
Family Matters.
I believe it's on there.
Family Matters.
I believe it
Fresh
is.
Prince of Bel-Air. It wasn't about parents, though.
Hang on. Family.
The Parent Trap.
Yeah, Family Matters was number 17.
Hey.
No Fresh Prince. Hang on, I can't spell.
What was the one with Fred Savage? Oh, come on. Oh, the cute girl.
Danica Keller, who's now does
Wonder
all the Hallmark
Years.
movies. Wonder Years. Wonder Years is number 3.
Number 3. Nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How about
Number 2 just ended a couple of years ago.
Oh, is that a more recent one?
Yes.
Modern Family.
Number 2.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm going to tell you number 1 on this list it says is Superman and Lois, which I disagree with. The latest version, the 2021 version, which I disagree with. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Again, people rank these. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I could shoot.
Number 7, something I never even heard.
Here wasn't about parents. It was about a waiter, or a butler.
Number 7 is something called Dinosaurs, which I've never even heard of, from 1991.
Oh yeah, you remember? Not the mama. You don't remember that? Not the mama.
No.
Not the mama. No.
No. Any more? What about one that I could relate to with potentially tools?
Home Improvement?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I wouldn't think that's about parents.
Well, it's about Tim, and
It's got parents in it.
Yeah. What about
that was a lot harder than I thought.
what about what about this one from 1969? Could be the first blended family ever.
The Brady Bunch?
The Brady Bunch.
I said that one, didn't I?
Did you say that was number 8? If you said the Brady Bunch, I missed it. I apologize. Yep, Brady Bunch at number 8.
That's all right. I thought I said them.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the first one.
Ray was banging off a bunch of them. So here, let's just roll through here. Modern
Yeah,
Family, Wonder Years, Malcolm in the Middle, Full House,
Ooh.
Family
I never really
Ties,
watched Malcolm in the Middle.
The Brady Bunch. Number 9, rich guy buying a couple of kids. Buying a couple of black kids.
A rich guy buying a couple. Sanford and Son? No.
Different Strokes.
Different Strokes.
Yeah. The Middle, which I never really watched. Home Improvement. Roseanne. I guess that's before she got fired. This other one from 2021, Made. Never even heard of it. I'm not sure why Parenthood's in here twice. That 70s show, Sister, Family Matters with Urkel.
Mm-hmm.
Gilmore Girls, Family Guy, The Simpsons all the way at number 20.
Ooh,
Married with Children. Ray, I think, said Married with Children. Ray said that. The Fosters, This Is Us. Everybody Hates Chris, Last Man Standing. The Cosby Show, which I think Ray said, Fresh Off the Boat. Raising Hope, American Dad, Big Baby Daddy, King of the Hill, Shameless, Fuller House, Bob's Burgers, Who's the Boss? Everybody loves.
Shameless is definitely not about parents.
Yeah, that's what everybody loves Raymond, Blackish, Santa Clara Extended Family, The Lake. Now we're getting into shows I've never heard of.
Some of these might be a stretch.
Yeah. One day at a time. I think that should be higher than 47. Growing Pains isn't on here. What a crappy list. Outdaughtered. Okay. Mom, Keenan, Mr. In Between, Call Your Mother, Raised Adult Mother, Working Moms, Dad, Stop Embarrassing Me. That's starting your daughter. Punky Brewster.
Oh man.
Outmatched. Strangers. The Full Monty. Okay. Kids All Right. There you go. So that's Parent Test, not The Parent Trap. I misread that. Children Ruin Everything. That's a new show. That's hilarious. I've only seen some clips. So there you go. You nailed it.
Nice.
Ray's LOLing. Webster was not on it. Yeah, Different Strokes, The Cosby Show. No Elf. No 2.5 Men. No Leave It to Beaver. Roseanne.
Show.
Yeah, The Cosby Show.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, 8 is enough. Not on there. 30-something not on there. So there you go.
So do you know who the basketball player Boban Marjanovic is? Do you know who that is? Boban Marjanovic?
No.
He's a 7 foot tall, very big kind of.
Is that the high school kid? Is that the high school kid?
No. He's been in the NBA for some time now, but he's got a good sense of humor, and he's playing for the Rockets right now. I'm just looking at this tweet. They were playing against the Clippers. The Clippers were running a promotion to where if an opponent missed 2 free throws in a row, then everybody got a ticket for free chicken. So he got up to the line as the opponent playing for the Rockets and missed both free throws so the fans could get free chicken. Talk about being a likable player, huh? It's good stuff. Jeff, what do you got going on this week? You guys are going to do Red Dead tomorrow night. You got the Monday Misfits back at it.
Yeah, the band of Misfits is back together. Looks like Kevin's going to join us for the second hour. So Call to Arms. Call to Arms is double money, which Crow is broke, so he needs money. He's broke because he spent $800 putting gold on all his stuff, including his knife. When he runs around and shanks poor Crips.
It is important.
Mm-hmm. And then Wednesday, I'm not sure what we're doing Wednesday. I may do some Fortnite.
Thanks, Ray.
I might do some baseball. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Okay. Friday, I'm continuing my adventures in the Gulag as I escape. I escaped last week. Escaped from the castle, apparently. So that's going to continue that. And then, of course, Saturday night, another adventure from one of my friends. The other Saturday, I opened a pet store. Opened up a pet store.
And maybe this week you won't have 35 news articles to send me. We were packed this week, man. I'm telling you.
I know. That's what I said.
I woke up early and I was like, damn, we are good to go. And then you kept sending me more shit today. And I was like, Jeff, calm down.
Well, we had to get basketball in there because we had to get the basketball in there, and no rest for the wicked. I forgot to send that to you, and I'm like, wow, Purple needs to know about that so she can on her Purple Palooza show there. She can play it.
We like
whatever that thing is called. Whatever that thing is called Thursday, Purple Palooza. Whatever it's called, I forget.
Purple Palooza. It's called Shades of Purple.
Oh yeah. Maybe it should be called Purple Palooza. I like that.
Nice. Well, you're playing with the team tomorrow. I will be away at a soccer game. Big game tomorrow. Conference is up for grabs. So see if we can get in control. And then Wednesday night we got a home game. So I'll be doing the announcements for the home game. Thursday is my son's birthday. Happy birthday to Zach. He's going to be 16. I can't believe I'm going to have 2 kids that are going to be of driving age. It makes me feel very, very old. So Thursday will be an awesome day. And then, I'm trying to find a truck, man. Trying to find a truck. Anybody got a Toyota Tacoma with under 150,000 miles that's cheaper than $15,000? Let me know. There you go.
Don't they have Auto Trader? We have Auto Trader up here. You have that?
We do, but it's
Facebook Marketplace.
It's a tough market in the South trying to buy a truck.
With the pandemic and everything else, used cars are just crazy stupid now because nobody
and there's so many miles on them, Jeff. I mean, we're having to look at cars that have like 150 to 180,000 miles on them. I mean, it's ridiculous, So, anyway,
Can you put that many cars in your driveway? Can you put that many cars in your driveway?
So my Wrangler that I have that I was gonna let him drive first, we're gonna go ahead and sell it, and then we'll just still have 3 cars. I work from home. I don't drive anywhere. If I do, I'm with my wife, so I don't need a car right now. I got my electric bike anyway. If I need to get around town, I'll just zoom on my bike, man. Look, one of the dads at soccer was up in the press box on Wednesday. And he was like, hey, man. He was like, I need to come by your house and see what kind of toys you got. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Like, what do you mean? He was like, I was at the stoplight the other day, and next thing I know, I saw you just go through the intersection without even looking at anybody. I was like, oh, was I zooming? Was I going fast? He said, hell yeah, you were. I was like, yeah, I was probably going like 34.
Aren't you supposed to like stop and like?
I had a green light. I had a green light.
Town do you live in again? Do I need to call their police department and have them put a
green light?
Check on you.
Police station's right down the road. That's great.
Where's the Epic headquarters? You're down the street.
That's
you could bike. You could bike ride to the Epic.
I can if I want to ride on the road, but there's not a bike lane or a sidewalk that would get me there.
Oh, you ride on the sidewalk?
I ride on the greenway.
We don't have those.
So we have trails that go all through the county that connect the towns called the Greenway, and you can ride 15 miles an hour on there. But when I ride around my town, I ride through the neighborhood. I ride on sidewalks, and
I don't think that's legal. I don't think that's legal.
Totes legal.
I'm going to report you.
I wish you would.
When you don't make the next episode, it's because Ryzak's in jail.
Next thing you know, you're going to see
jail.
You're going to see breaking news from North Carolina: crazy ass man fleeing cops on electric bicycle through the woods, and you just see me like jumping, helicopters following me.
They're getting their little bicycle cops, the little copsicles coming out on the chasing you down.
Shit, my area, they'd probably just jump on the horses and I'd be done. So, You got to know about that. You got Mounties.
We do. They ride around the streets when there's events and stuff and parades.
Are they more like a ceremonial?
No, Toronto
unit?
has they have police on horseback
In the city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
For
like
crowd
on the
control.
outskirts of the city.
No, but Toronto has police on horseback for crowd controls, and they're out in full force they'll be out in full force for Maple Leaf playoffs. Not Raptor playoffs, but Maple Leaf playoffs. They'll be wandering around.
When I was a kid, I used to watch all those Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and you'd have like the Mountie. And I used to think that there was just like a line of Mounties that like stood along the border of Canada and the United States when I was a kid.
We should put that there, depending on the election. We should put that there to keep you people out.
You might need to.
I keep saying we're going to build a wall. Rue Diggs is going to design it, and I'm going to build it.
There you go. I like it.
And
it might be the third best one.
I can't remember if he took wall building in architecture school. Apparently he knows about glass, but he doesn't know about bridges, because I asked him about the bridge that he didn't take bridges.
I'll have to send you a picture of the shower once we get it all done, because we did glass tile and I had to drill holes out of it with a diamond bit. It was awesome. It like came perfect. It was beautiful.
You're just making up words.
I'm not, I swear. Look, you want to see?
No.
I can't show you. I have nothing but tools over here. My office is a freaking workshop right now. I got like shit everywhere.
Yeah, mine too.
Hate it.
Biggle Mac just noticed that I removed my 2 shelves over there are empty now because they're putting in a 1-inch pipe, and they're coming in the house right over there. So I had to move stuff out of the way because they're literally coming through my wall, and then they're going to go across, because we got lead pipes in the house, and the city doesn't like that, so they're paying, and we're going to get because our water line actually is over, the water shutoff is on our neighbor's lawn, and he was going to move, and he said, "No, you can't dig up my lawn, you idiots." So they're going to put a new line in. They're going to put a 1-inch line from the street, because that's all they do now. We're putting in that. We're getting rid of our lead pipes and lead water.
Excellent.
They're doing that next Monday, so I
do you have to do any kind of like
packing.
water softener or anything like that for your water? Yeah. Is it pretty harsh?
It is.
Just because of the soil, just because it's kind of rocky, or what?
Yes, it's all rock, because this is all limestone. It's all hard rock. It's all. You'll note if you drove your drone around our neighborhood, everybody has above ground pools, because you just
no
can't.
basements.
No, we have basements, but pools. That's just different excavation. To do these they could blow them away with dynamite to base the basements.
Well, not to mention, I feel like putting a pool in the ground at a residence is probably a disadvantage just because of how cold the ground is, most of the year.
Yeah, most people have. It's just in our area because of the way the rock is. And if you ask my dad sometime about gardening, it's all sand. It's all just because of the way
because you live in the
geology.
frozen tundra of Canada. You don't live in the southern part of Canada, which is basically in line with the United States. No, you live in the like tundra of Canada. Like you look out your front window and there's like elk and shit walking by.
Well, we live in igloos.
Yes,
absolutely. We live in igloos.
That's my American view of Canada. Actually, I feel like a really big idiot, because when we figured out about each other, and you're like, "This is where I live," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, like that's probably way far up there, right?" And then I look, and it's like it's literally like in line with New York and Michigan. It's just like right there. So.
Yeah, there are parts of like the West are, more north than we are, just because of how it lines up.
No wonder you're pretty American. Surrounded by us.
Remember, what do you call smart people in the U.S.? Tourists.
Not you.
Tourists.
Oh, Jeffy, this was a good one. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by, hanging out.
I said this was going to be a 2-hour show because we had so many topics this week. There was just so much crap happening this week.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't get a ban on this one. We only played one video, so
No, it should be fine. That's why we didn't play the SNL. But all right, thanks everyone for watching. We got Purple, we got Ray, we got SPG. Sanchez was here. Rouster didn't come. I was talking to him in Purple stream.
Reed.
Ron Slusher. Ron Slusher versus Ray. That's gonna be the show of the game of the
Go
century right
Canes.
there.